As a lifetime member of the private Wallflower Club for Empathetic Introverts, I never could have guessed what would happen on September 27th, 2023. I was waking up from a nice sleep. I wasn't dreaming and was aware of the sunlight in the room when a very clear message described what I was going to do, along with a picture in my mind to illustrate it. It was a confident and kind command, not a question open to debate or rebuttal. It was as simple and straightforward as someone telling you to go buy milk at the store. The picture was a big white piece of paper with large handwritten capital bold red letters. It said, 100 Miracles. The instruction was to gather up people's stories of miracles, testimonies, and experiences. The beautiful, the transformational, the unexplainable. Simply to remind people and point to the source of these, God. I was completely awake after that. I got up and there was zero question or argument from me. That's what I simply must do. Now, that's not my go-to mindset. I'm an analyzer. I like to look at every single angle for holes and flaws, any reason to adapt an idea or toss it. This time, all I felt was peace and confidence. If this is what God wants me to do, I need to obey. He'll pave the way and give me the skills and connections. I felt positive, excited, completely ready to start, all before even brushing my teeth. I went downstairs and shared this revelation with my husband, who, like myself, is a seasoned expert at overthinking and picking at all sides of a whim until it floated away in the passing breeze. But this time, he immediately sensed that this could be and should be begun. Okay then. Strange. Within a few hours, the enemy started his fiery darts at me. The negative self-talk, the rebuttals started coming into my mind. Who am I to do this? Who cares enough to listen? What if people think you're crazy? What if people don't want to share their miracles? And you don't like to be on the camera. And when you talk, you think too long and aren't verbally quick on your feet. You can't even memorize Bible verses well. You're not a Bible expert. You don't have any kind of training. You could say something wrong. What if you share too much? Don't draw attention to yourself. Stay where you're happy, in the background, invisible. By the end of the night, I was nauseous with stress and anxiety, so much so that I thought I'd come down with a little bug, but I hadn't. I went to the women's Bible study at my church. We're learning about spiritual warfare and the armor of God. Perfect timing. Of course, I didn't share what was on my mind that night at all. See what I mean? Stay guarded. But amongst the faithful women and being immersed in prayer, all the yuck went away and I came home at peace again. The next day, I shared in person with a few friends that I know are solid in wisdom and understanding of the ways of God. It felt a little goofy, but by the time the cat was out of the bag, their eyes were sparkling, they were smiling, and they were noticeably excited and optimistic about the whole thing. I seemed to be the only one who thought anything negative or worrisome about it. They felt wholeheartedly that this was of God, and I simply had to be brave and take the first step. They had their own powerful and miraculous stories, which they shared with me. Afterwards, I could see that they were encouraged and grateful to God for these special and amazing circumstances in their own lives. What a gift for even one experience that pops up in our mundane existence to say, you're not alone or forgotten. You are loved and cared for. You are seen. You are special. I'm thankful that we are seen, each and every one of us, even when we're not on the path in our life that is the wisest one. You see, I've carried my own stories of supernatural experiences for decades, only sharing with a very trusted select few. I have had and still have many, many questions. I wasn't always walking on God's path, and I didn't even look to the Bible for answers or guidance back then. I honestly didn't even think of it or know to do it. This was way before the internet. I felt very much alone. With the emergence of YouTube, I started to discover the testimonies of other people who had searched for answers in all kinds of places, only to eventually to meet God patiently waiting for them with love and grace. That was my experience as well, which I will share in later episodes. If you're listening to this right now, you're curious about the world beyond what you can see and touch. Maybe you have had some supernatural experiences or miracles that can't be explained. Thank you so much for watching. Could your story be the inspiration and encouragement to others, a testimony that even in the midst of life's challenges, miracles are experienced? Please share in the comments below or connect with me at discerningmiracles.com. Until next time, you might just be the miracle someone needs today.